Hey guys, and welcome to week 2 of the Magical Readathon. So this week, considering I've now finished my journalist/writer career, I'm going to make a start on Care of Magical Creatures, Charms, and Defense Against the Dark Arts, because I've already started Defense Against the Dark Arts, but I would like to get to my E grade in that, so next week I can read Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. So here's what I'm going to be reading this week. I'm going to try and read Artemis Fowl and the Last Guardian. Now this is the last one in the series, and I'm quite sad about that, but with the Fowl Twins coming out in November, I kind of need to finish this. I'm also going to try and read Nevermore, The Trials of Morrigan Crow, because I realised literally yesterday that this book obviously has a bird on the cover there, and she's called Morrigan Crow, so it kind of counts both ways, and I've only just realised this, and I keep on really badly wanting to read this one, so I want to get to this one for Care of Magical Creatures. I also want to read Spider-Man Deadpool number 9 Road Trip, which is also, again, the last one in the series, which I'm quite sad about, because I really have enjoyed the series over the last 2 years, but I want to finish it anyway and see how it all rounds up, so I want to get onto this one. And finally, I want to read at least the first 3 in the I Hate Fairyland series, because number 4 doesn't actually count for any of the prompts, but if I feel like reading it and finishing this off as well this week, then I may do if I have time, but mostly I want to focus on Madly Ever After, Fluff My Life, and also Good Girl. So let's see how things go. Obviously, I don't think I'm going to get to all of these, but I'm going to give it a damn good shot. So it's now Tuesday, and I read precisely nothing yesterday because I was too busy cleaning and generally just sort of trying to rearrange my bedroom. And now it's Tuesday. I want to try and read Artemis Fowl, and you can hear that's outside. That wasn't there yesterday. Now they're putting up scaffolding outside in next door's house because they're building an extension. So now I've got that noise to deal with while trying to read a book. I hate everything. I'm half tempted to just try and read Legion Quest today because that's like a 500-page comic and that's going to take me a while to read. And then I can just try and speed read my way through this and also Spider-Man Deadpool over Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Because I've kind of given up on the idea of reading Morrigan Crow this week. Like, if I manage it, I'll be shocked, quite frankly. But then again, I also have Sunday. Well, I may have Sunday to read, because I want to dedicate next week to reading, obviously, Harry Potter. So I've given up on reading all the comics, flat out. I've given up on that. I may try and read those next week, I don't know. But I do need to read Artemis Fowl this week. I need to read Spider-Man Deadpool, and I also need to read Legion Quest, and if I get to it, I need to read Morrigan Crow. But I'm starting to think that maybe I should read Legion Quest now, because that's going to take a tad bit less concentration than trying to read an Artemis Fowl book, which is twisty, turning all over the place. But then again, Legion Quest is about time travel, and I was going to wait till Thursday to read that, because Thursday is Legion night. I don't know what I'm going to do. I may just sit with my headphones on and pray. Yeah, I think I'm going to sit with my headphones on and pray and try to get through Artemis Fowl. If not, then I'll try Legion. That's what I'm going to do. Plan. I have to say, though, I don't particularly want to start this one because I didn't like the last one, and this is the final one in the series. And I kind of don't want to let it go. Quite frankly, I've had so much fun reading these books, I don't really want to let them go. But I have to remember, if I finish this one, there's other amazing series out there, and there's also the Fowl Twins starting in November, which means I can read the Fowl Twins in real time as each book comes out. It's fine, I'll probably see all these characters again in the Fowl Twins, because you can't have the Fowl Twins without Artemis, surely. Like, Artemis has to turn up, Butler has to turn up, surely Holly's going to turn up and mulch Diggums. Surely, even if it's just for 5 minutes, I've got to turn up. I'm going to have so much fun today with that noise. Just so much fun. just finished The Last Guardian and I've just stopped crying. I don't even know why I'm crying. I have no idea why I'm crying. I do not cry at books at all, but that ending, man. Those last few chapters, I didn't even cry at the end of Skullduggery Read Pleasant, for God's sake, but damn. I've got no other words apart from damn. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to review this because I'm so emotional reading that. And I don't even know why. I don't even know why I'm crying. It's so good. It's so good, and I can't wait for the Fowl Twins. Genuinely, I cannot wait. So all week I've been saying that I want to read Spider-Man Deadpool number 9, Eventpool next, before I read Morrigan Crow, but it turns out on my list it's actually I Hate Fairyland number 1, and quite frankly, I don't really fancy reading Spider-Man Deadpool number 9 at the moment because it's the final in a series, and I don't really fancy finishing 2 series I've really, really loved in one day. So instead I'm going to restart one of my favourite series instead, and then tomorrow I get to start Morrigan Crow, and I'll just finish I Hate Fairyland and obviously Spider-Man Deadpool next week, probably after I finish Order of the Phoenix, because that's a long book and I'm not going to be able to start another book after that. I'm going to be needing the graphic novels to sort of calm down a bit, I think. So let's get on with I Hate Fairyland number 1. I'm saying 1. I've been up since 5:30, guys. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. All I know is I'm reading I Hate Fairyland number 1, which is Madly Ever After, and I'm really excited because I love this series. This weekly reading vlog. So this week I managed to read Artemis Fowl and The Last Guardian. This was a 5-star read for me entirely. I absolutely loved it, and I cried at the ending because it was so good and upsetting, but really good and really happy at the same time. So definite 5-star read, probably my favourite in the series. I also reread I Hate Fairyland number 1, Madly Ever After. Again, 5-star read, absolutely loved it. Brilliant, 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 brilliant comic. Loved it, cannot wait to continue on with the rest of the series, seeing as I kind of didn't get to it this week. I also started Nevermore, The Trials of Morrigan Crow, but unfortunately this book was not for me. I got about 200-300 pages in and I just didn't really like it. For me, it reminded me far too much of Harry Potter, to be honest, and I just didn't really get on with it, so I've decided to DNF it for the moment. And finally, I also managed to read Legion Quest. Now, this one is a bit of a difficult one for me because it took 65% of the way through this 500-page comic to get to actually seeing Legion and get the Legion Quest storyline going, which kind of sucked, especially considering half of the one-shots in this comic beforehand didn't really need to be in there, considering they had nothing to do with Legion Quest. Some of them actually did, but at the same time, I could have done without them. To be honest, they were interesting, but it had nothing to do with the Legion Quest storyline, and I spent the entire time going, where is Legion? Which really annoyed me, to be honest, and there was a couple of things as well with it to do with autism and schizophrenia that I wasn't quite happy with. I've got a full review I'll link to down below so you can check out my full thoughts, but it was a difficult one really. I gave it 3 stars and I'll probably continue on to Age of Apocalypse whenever I buy that. And that is everything I read this week, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up, comment down below with what you read this week and what you thought of any of the books I just mentioned. I'll also leave a link down below to all of my social media if you want to check out, and if you want to see any more of my videos, please click subscribe here, and over here with the link to my previous video. But until next time guys, bye!